Hi, Emmy Locke with Balanced Living, restoring wholeness to body, mind, spirit. Today I'm just going to share a couple of thoughts about self-care and a question at the end to give you some encouragement in self-awareness in your own self-care journey. There is plenty of evidence for why we should be taking care of ourselves. You can Google what chronic stress does and how meditation and body work can help you with that. You can find evidence for eating healthy and exercise plans and sleeping better and all kinds of things for your self-care. It's usually not from lack of evidence or scientific proof that we don't move forward in our self-care journey. Often it is a belief system or a storyline that we're living out that we keep hitting that keeps us from playing out a real self-care routine. In my healing journey, I discovered 4 really big storylines that were playing over that I kept hitting. The first was selfishness. I really was afraid of being a selfish person. And so in my desire to be selfless, I was giving, and not looking at my need to be kind or loving towards myself and to give back to me first, actually, not give back to. I needed to be full in order to give more fully. That was the first thing. The second one was this thought that I was lazy. I did not want to be lazy. I have a very high value for productivity and accomplishing my goals. And whenever I would pull back to take care of my introvert self, I couldn't stop the thoughts about maybe I'm being unproductive, or maybe this is being lazy, or whatever storylines I couldn't let go of on that. The third one had to do with money. I had a really hard time getting over this idea that I wasn't worth the money that it sometimes takes to be in a self-care journey. I couldn't pull away the money for things like counseling or body work, or even spending extra money on food that's more healthy and more expensive. So I had to do a lot of rewriting of that storyline and reworking the idea that I'm looking at the long term now, and in the long term, the money I'm spending now for my care is gonna pay off down the road. So those were huge storylines. Underlying all 3 of those things was this feeling of guilt that was motivating me on a daily basis. I felt guilty if it was selfish. I felt guilty if it was lazy. I felt guilty if I was frivolous and spending my money on me. What I realized is guilt would release a lot quicker if I could look at these storylines and rewrite them, reframe them, find new storylines that were promoting my self-care and kindness. So I want to leave you with a question. What are the thought processes, the storylines that you keep hitting up against when you try to take care of yourself, when you try to operate out of some self-kindness? It might be fear, it might be some of the beliefs that I was struggling with, it might be something entirely different. I would guess it's not because you don't have enough information or scientific evidence that taking care of yourself, body, mind, spirit, is important for a healthy, happy life. So I hope that today you're encouraged to think a little bit deeper and find some of the underlying blocks and barriers in your self-care journey so that you can move forward to a healthier, happier you. Thanks for spending time with me. I look forward to sharing more.